Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lucia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. I mean, hope you're doing good either way, whether you've been here or not. But we are working on postcards. I am making a series of postcards, so this is the third video. And if you haven't checked those out, please do. These are the ones that we made before. And see how we did the back as well. So if you're interested, please go check those out. Now I kind of made a mess here, so I'm putting another piece of paper down. And we're just gonna jump right into the video. Now, I love handmade gifts and I like making postcards and greeting cards for my friends, my family. And this is why I thought it was a great idea to introduce that onto my channel. And I really hope, I have this piece of paper, it has a slight marking there. It's okay. I'm also going to tape this down just the tiniest little edge, just so I can not worry about holding the paper down. And then once we're done, we can go in and fill out those corners with the background color. Going with this fuchsia. If you are doing this with me, or if you do this at a later time, make sure you have your towel because it can get a bit messy. Now, I am allergic to acrylic paint, so I'm wearing a mask right now, and hopefully the sound is all good. I have the microphone as close as possible. Okay, so going in with the background first, painting from the inside out. Also, this is watercolor paper. What I did was cut down an 8x5, there we go, into 2. It's about 4 inches, and yeah, that's what you're seeing now. Figured I would spare you the 2 seconds that it took to cut the paper. Now, if you did check out the other videos that I made, you can see I'm not using natural colors here to make a background or to make flowers. If you haven't seen exactly how I've done, you can kind of get an idea what we're going to do here. Let me grab a bit more purple. And remember that if you're doing this, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using watercolor paper, so it's thicker and it has some texture to it. So I really have to kind of go in there. You want to make sure you're using thick paper if you're painting on it. If you're using light markers, maybe it won't bleed through, but most of the time it will. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry really quickly and then I'll be back. Well, for you, it'll be 2 seconds. In real life, it may be 5 minutes. Okay, so for this, I'm going to make it look as if the daisies or the flowers are flying away. And I think for that, I'm going to use an alcohol marker. Just want to see the colors here. I don't want it to be black, but I need it to show up. Let me bring you in a little bit. And if you didn't cover the entire paper, you see how here there's a bit more. I'm not gonna worry about that. I already know my paper is textured and I don't mind a bit of it coming through. I don't want to add too much water to the paper itself. Now for this, I'm just gonna go have them go on one side. You can have them fly all over the place. anyone can do this. You don't have to be an artist, that's for sure. So from here, I'm just going to make the flowers. Further away, the smaller it is. Some of them, as you can see, I'm only putting 4 petals. I'll complete this one. The closer they are, the bigger they will get. So I'm going to put one right here. And this is obviously a very simple design. I enjoy doing this because I've mentioned in my other videos, but I do hyperrealism, realism, that's kind of what I'm used to, and portraiture. So this is completely out of the norm for me, but I am wanting to go back to the things that I loved as a child and get back some of that childhood wonder that just kind of disappears as time goes by, obviously, you know, but I think we need a bit more whimsy in our lives for sure. I'm gonna bring one here. I've always liked the ones that are incomplete. I feel like I put these a bit too close together. But nice. Okay, so we are done with that portion. So now I'm just going to paint the centers of the daisies, and I think I'm going to go in with this like peachy light warm beige center. That way it kind of stands out from that purple. So I really hope you're enjoying the video so far. I will have a lot more videos where I'm doing story times and they're less of a tutorial. I also want to do more like vlog style. And then I can show a bit more of my work area and other things that I do, or maybe sessions while I'm editing, things like that. Okay, so now I just went in with a thinner brush. I don't know if you can see how like thin that is. And I'm just going in and filling some of those petals with a bit of coral. Again, so it stands out off the page. And I don't necessarily want to cover the markings that I made for those petals. I'm just putting in a bit of color inside because I want the outline to still be there. And if you don't have acrylic paints, you can do this with markers, coloring pencils. I'm also a collector of postcards, vintage postcards, And there's just something so nostalgic to me just about postcards. I find them to be beautiful. Perfect. You can add more if you want. Maybe I'll add one here and one here. Awesome, and we are done with the design. We also have to put in the black. We also have to put in the lines on the back, but I'm going to wait about 15 minutes for this to completely. As I was touching up the card on the edges with the tape and things got a bit messy, so somehow hit the brush there, but it's okay. So now I'm going to do the line in the middle, and I want to make sure this is straight here. I do like putting that line in the middle to signify that a message will go on the left. Now all I'm going to do, if you want, you don't have to, you can put the city where you're from. Doesn't have to be perfect. I put Los Angeles, California. And then I put handmade with love here and a little heart. If you want, you can do that. If not, this is where your stamp would go. And we're done. That's literally it. One thing for sure is let's not forget our signature on the card. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. If you have, oh, one more thing. If you have an acrylic medium varnish, then you can go ahead and varnish this so it can give it some shine. I'm not going to do that, but you can definitely do that if you'd like. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very soon with another project. How adorable.